Hey, I'm JP. Welcome to Live2Ride. We're out here in Emerald Forest. We're about to ride the Thing, a trail built by Ken Melamed. It's Jesse Melamed's dad, former mayor of Whistler, and he's built a thing of art out here in the woods. I'm with Kevin Heath, and we're gonna go check it out.
Here's a clip of the first time I went down the Thing with my housemates on another ride.
Holy shit, that's cool!
Notice the excitement in my voice the first time I do it.
Oh my god. That's hard to make clean, man.
On this ride, I kind of made it my mission to set out and see if I could get a little bit more comfortable with this feature and see if I could even ride it a little bit better, cleaner, smoother.
Oh, the no-flow zone.
In the description, I'll leave a link to trail forks that'll show how I went up White Knuckles to No Girly Man to get to the Thing.
All right, we're going on to No Girly Man to get the rest of the way to the Thing. Here we go.
Before we get to the Thing, I just want to take this second to let you know that I've partnered with Outdoorsy and plan to take an RV trip this fall with my closest friends to iconic areas in BC. What is Outdoorsy? Outdoorsy is the world's largest and most trusted peer-to-peer RV rental marketplace. Founded in 2015, they have offices worldwide in the US, Canada, Australia, and the UK. Their mission is to mobilize 54 million idle RVs around the world to ensure everyone has the access, choice, and opportunity to safely enjoy outdoor experiences and empower RV owners to realize life-changing financial freedom. With nearly 2 million rental days booked and more than 40,000 unique vehicles available to rent, over 4,800 cities across 14 countries, they're here to power life's best moments outside. Since most people can't cross borders this season, a camper trip in your own backyard might be the best alternative. To support this channel and plan your next vacation, go to the link in the description and use discount code Live2Ride for 35% off your RV rental. Also, leave a comment on where you would like to see my friends and I go. I started this channel to really push my riding to another level. I figured through filming myself and critically thinking, I'll be able to keep increasing my skills. Also, the pressure to find new spots to film and explore new terrain outside of the sea to sky seems like another way to really expand my riding beyond where it's at. I can't wait for this trip with Outdoorsy. As you can see, the trail is pretty janky, and there's a lot of boulders and baby head rocks to try to get your wheels over. A lot of things that are going to snag your back wheel. My trick or tactic for riding this kind of technical terrain is to gear up a little to carry a little more momentum for the bigger moves. I might drop my seat a little bit down just to get some more balance over the bike, but I still want to be able to climb some of the steeper stuff, so I don't want to put it all the way down. And lastly is to rest as much as you can between the big moves. Spin it out in the granny gear if you have to, just to try to get that heart rate down so you're not totally gassed for the powerful moves you're going to be needing to make.
What a trail, eh? This. That was a terrible line.
As you see here, I still have some things to learn on this trail, so I will be coming back.
Sorry, Kevin. Oh. Got it. Up over the guy. Yep. Arrived. Yeah. We go up here, up more no girly man to the thing. I could climb this. That was bad.
Gonna have to go back for that spot too.
Yeah, it's this way.
So at the top of No Girly Man,
Yeah.
I took an accidental left rather than going right onto the thing, but it was great because it turned out I figured out how to find the hike around line for the first feature on the thing so that we could session it and practice it and try to get better at it. I'm sure this wasn't confidence inspiring for Kevin because it was his first time riding the thing and I might have looked like I was a bit lost. Kevin and I have been riding buddies a long time. In fact, I look up to Kevin a bit as a mentor. As I first started coaching, he was somebody who'd been coaching for a while longer than I had, and I had a lot to learn from him. So I had full confidence in Kevin's abilities to be able to ride this feature.
It's clobbering time. That's good. Let's go for a little walk. I'm gonna angle my GoPro down off my chest so you can see.
So the feature starts out with a slightly steep, rocky, janky section that leads into the start of this first slab. The slab really starts to steepen out. The camera here doesn't do it justice. You come between these rocks and then out to this S-bend.
Just coming down this bit, careful not to accelerate too much because you got to go through this step and not clip this.
After checking it out, we set up the tripod and hike back up to go hit it. So the key to first being safe on a feature like this is maintaining a good amount of pressure with your body weight into the front wheel so that the tire maintains a high surface area on the rock as you're pulling that front brake. This is going to help keep the speed slow. As you can see and hear, my back tire is still skidded, which was not the ideal control I wanted to have on this feature. I wanted to feel more like I was carving through the rock with both wheels rotating smoothly. Kevin here rides it a lot cleaner than I do, and I noticed that his body position was a lot lower than mine was. I've been trying to ride a lot of steeper features in a taller position lately to practice being more relaxed in that terrain, but perhaps something this steep and gnarly requires that I get a little bit lower to have a bit more range of motion for control through those S-bends. One other thing I think I could improve in my equipment that will improve my performance would be I think I might need to sand those brake pads after I pulled them off from an old rotor that I changed out. They might have just deformed a little bit with that rotor. And also my back tire is coming closer to the end of its life, so I might get a little bit more traction with a fresh tire. Kevin and I hiked back up. We hit it one more time. And this feature scared us enough that we didn't really want to do it a third time. It exhausts a lot of probably adrenaline energy that you have, and you still have the rest of the trail to ride out. At least now I'm a little bit more comfortable with the feature, and I'll have to come back after doing a few equipment tweaks and perhaps even some practice on some other steeper features that challenge these kinds of movements. See if I can make them smoother. So that you viewers can see the rest of the trail, I've spliced some of the footage with my previous ride. I messed up when mounting the GoPro on Kevin's chesty when following me, and it actually only just shot the top tube of his frame the whole time, so you don't get a really good angle of me riding or also of the trail as you look down it. The rest of the trail uses the existing slab work that's in the mountain and comes out to a lot of brickwork to make compression smooth and keep the lines flowing. And I think it's just a work of art. Thank you to Ken Melamed for building such a fine piece of masonry that will last for generations to come of mountain bikers. If you like this trail, check out Johan Borelli's video on it. He actually climbs up this descent. He's an animal. I'll leave a link to his video in the description.
Oh my god, that line! You don't want to stop.
The trail No Girly Man really earns its name as it squeezes in one more technical climb on you just before you spill back out to the highway. Good luck to those who brave it. I don't recommend it for anybody who isn't at already somewhat of an expert level in riding mountain bikes. Please don't put yourself at risk trying to go out and see this thing. Make sure your riding's there before you go and attempt it. Common thing that happens on rides where you're doing a lot of new features for the first time that might be really pushing your boundary or the edge of your comfort zone is that you'll be fine on the feature because you're so focused on it. And when all that adrenaline's blown off and you're calming down as you ride out at the end of the trail where it gets a little bit easy, it's easy to lose focus and have an accident.
God damn it. Yeah.
So pulling up for a manual right there might have been a poor decision, and I'm forgetting that I'm tired. My manuals might not be as tight as I think they are, and we're riding out for something gnarly, so my focus is probably not as dialed as it would be when I was focusing on that feature. Hopefully you guys can learn from my mistake and keep yourself safe on the trail.
What's now?
I'm easy to you.
Well, that was my ride on the thing with Kevin. If you enjoyed my content, please hit that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And leave in the comments what you would want to see. Here I am on that first ride again. I was so stoked.
Shit, that's cool. Oh my god. That's hard to make clean, man. Yeah. Whew.